Welcome to Box City. We are gonna build an entire city out of bits of cardboard. It's gonna be fun. It's simple and easy, and we can play with it. In this episode, we'll build the foundation of our city, the background, and 3 layers of houses. It's gonna be great fun and easy too. Hi there. Now we are going to build a city in a box. And the first thing we need is... a box! Notice the line that I have drawn at the bottom of the box here. And if we cut along that line... yeah! We get the city foundation. On this, we will build our city. Next, we'll put in the mountain background and the 3 layers of houses. And to do that, we need to put in some tracks along the back wall of the box here. I cut strips of a thick piece of cardboard and glue them on top of each other to form solid tracks like these. Then we glue them onto the bottom of the box in 4 layers, like this. Thin, thin, medium, and thick. These are the thicknesses of the background city layers. Notice that I have cut 2 holes here as well. I'll tell you why in a minute. And now we can put in the mountain background. And here is one that I made earlier. Ooh, let's see if it fits. Oh, perfect! I love it when it happens. If we turn it around, we can mark where the holes are, then cut them out so we get tunnels through the mountains. Yes! We draw around the tunnel and paint the mountain blue. And if we do a really good job, it can come out looking like this, with snow on top and cute pine trees. Let me show you my superior technique for painting cute pine trees. I fill up my brush with dark pine color, then I start on top, and then I go out, 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 out. There. Now we have the city foundations and the background, and we are ready to add in the 3 layers of houses, and we start with the thin layer right at the back. Here we can use any kind of flat cardboard and then draw out the houses that you want. Then you cut them out like this. On some I have even added a bit of paint. Next, we are going to make houses like these. They are a little bit thicker to give a more 3-dimensional feel. We can make them in any size or thickness from various types of boxes. You simply glue the flaps down, make a slice like this. Then you take a piece of cardboard and you glue on so that you get a complete shape like this. A bit like a piece of toast, actually. Got some marmalade? From here, you can shape them into any type of house that you like. For instance, like this. All you need is a little strip of cardboard to put onto the roof to make a complete house. When you have the house, you can draw on the windows, you can paint on the windows, or you can simply cut them out like this. The same thing goes for the thicker houses, only now you slice off a thicker slice. You add on the cardboard and fix the windows. Now, let me show you how to make a really cool house. First, you make a basic house like this. Then you cut out the window and open the door. Come on, door! Yeah, open the door. Then we cut 2 little strips of cardboard like these, one thicker and one thinner. Then you glue the thin on top of the thick one and then you cut out the size of the piece that you need, because this piece you can glue on here to make a little hinge. A bit of glue on the thin piece, stick it down, and onto this hinge you can add other things that you need. For instance, a shop sign. And yes, this is going to be a fruit store. Then we make 2 little cuts on the side, one shorter and one taller next to it. And then another one on top. I guess you wonder why I do this? Well, I'll show you in a second. But first, we'll paint it all up. Like this. Now check this out with roof tiles, little frames around the window, door, and fancy stripes. On top we can put our logo. In front we can put the store sign. And on the cuts on the side we can stuff in the counter and the shopkeeper. Welcome inside! For this house I have simply drawn the people on a piece of cardboard so that I can stuff them on like this. Here's another type of house with 2 floors. I want to challenge you to come up with a really cool way to populate this house. I, however, just going to draw this crazy couple. And here they are. This is the man in the house. I have drawn him in 2 parts. I tell you why later. Here's his wife and here is the cat. Now let's color him up. Next, I cut them out. Then I'm gonna put the man together, so I make a fold up here. He fits on here. Then I need to check his position. So this one goes in there. This one goes outside the window. Yeah, that is just right. So I put a bit of glue on this gluing flap, stick him on like that. Then his wife popping her head out from the door and the cat in the window. Okay, time to finish up with all the houses that we've made. Now you can go bananas and make some crazy houses. Welcome to Box City. We are gonna build an entire city out of bits of cardboard. It's gonna be fun. It's simple and easy, and we can play with it. In this episode, we'll make the 4 city districts and finish up the whole shopping street. It's gonna be so much fun and easy too. Hi everybody. Now we're going to build the next part of our city, the shopping district. You see, last time we only made the background. Now we get into the real action. The park district. The residential district. The office district. And the shopping district goes right here. And to tie the whole city together, we have the city theater. Each sheet is easy to make. Just use one big sheet of cardboard, divide it in 4, put the circle in the middle and cut it out. Each district has its own color and the shopping district is blue. But before we start on the shopping, I'm going to show you how to make the city theater. Using a compass and a thick piece of cardboard, we draw 2 circles for the base, 2 circles for the height and 1 for the top. Then we cut it out and glue it on top of each other. We need a little strip of cardboard like this. We roll it around the pencil, a bit of glue. Come on, tape. Don't be like, no, this is a little piece. Then you wait until this dries and then you glue it on top and put a little bit of green paint around the side for, lovely grass decoration. You take a piece of cardboard for the screen, a little strip of cardboard that you wrap around the pencil in a similar way, glue it, put on the tape, then you get a thing like this. Then you just make a little cap out of cardboard, glue that on as well. Then you put that on, wait for it to dry, then you glue it on the screen, like that, and Bob's your uncle. Then you can put in the pencil like this, and you got a nice screen. The city theater is the main communication area of the city. Around it you will find the bicycle track, and here you have the walking and the running track, and it will lead you out to each 4 sides of the city. And now I'm gonna show you how to make the main shop, the pet shop. You start with the basic cute house shape as I have described in an earlier episode. It's also open at the back so that you can add in an extra floor. Then you cut out the 2 windows and open the door. Come on, door, you just push here and up it goes. Turn it over, add in the extra floor, a bit of glue, like this. One trick to make a house cute is to add cute little sunscreens. You can easily make one from the little piece that you cut out from the window. You just cut it like this, fold it at both ends like this, and then you paint the stripes. Another cute trick is to make really cute signs. Then we need to make 2 little hinges to attach the signs to the shop. We can make them from 2 strips of cardboard, one slightly broader, one slightly slimmer. We glue the slim one on top of the broad one like this, and then you cut out the size that you need. The small hinge goes right in front, bit of glue goes on right there. Then one hinge on the side goes on like this. And then we stick on the sunscreen right there above the window like that. Later we'll push it down once it's dry. One thing that certainly will make the shop look cute is paint. Whoa, hey, what do you think? Cute, isn't it? Whoa. And I'm sure you can paint something that is even cuter. But our pet shop is not finished yet. we need to pet it up a bit. You can come up with all kinds of animals to decorate your pet shop. Have about a huge kitty up here and a little mouse over in the window over here. Check out this one. Or check out this one. Because with our hinge system in here, we can easily change animals back and forth. Or just change name and logo. Fur. And how about the shopkeeper? Well, he looks like this. A mummy! As for the other shops in the shopping district, we have the ice cream shop with exchangeable ice cream decorations. 3 scoops, 1 scoop, or how about a soft ice? Yay! And what more? Thanks to the hinge at the back, we got exchangeable backgrounds. You can try a brick wall. Or how about an oak tree? Oh, nice! Now how about the fashion store or the grocery store? Now I dare you to come up with the most imaginative shops and the craziest shopkeepers. Welcome to Box City. We are gonna build an entire city out of bits of cardboard. It's gonna be fun. It's simple and easy, and we can play with it. In this episode, we will make a complete park with a zoo full of animals. It's gonna be fun and easy. Hi everybody, let's have a look at our city so far. We have the city background, we have the 4 city districts, and we have the city theater in the center. We have also established a shopping street with the pet shop and the ice cream store. But where do you take your new schnauzer and 4 scoops of ice cream after you bought them? To the park, of course. And what's the coolest thing you can find in a park? The zoo! I just love animals! The zoo is just a simple little box like this. Check the first episode if you like to see how I made it. Then we draw a few lines down like this and make a few little cuts like this, slim cuts on a few different places. Into these cuts we can put little pieces of cardboard, and if you draw animals on them, it starts to look like a zoo. All we have to do is to draw a few of our favorite animals, paint them and cut them out. I sketch, I draw, I paint, and cut it out. Just make sure that your animals fit the sizes of your slits. Because when you fit them all in, they need to look good together in a composition. Different size, different shape, different color. Notice that I have put the biggest one at the back and then smaller and smaller and smaller. That way they don't cover each other up. Another cool thing we can do is to add a removable background from a piece of cardboard. All we need is 2 strips of cardboard, one broader, one smaller, a little bit of glue on this side. Put the slim one on top of the thicker one. Wait until it dries for a second. Add a bit more glue on top of the slim one again. Then we bring in our zoo. Stick this on around here. And we have a nice hinge to attach our background. Like this. I also think we should decorate one side with safari patterns. Safari stripes are very easy. Just look at any zebra and you'll get it. And here's the logo. What do you think? It fits right here in the little slit that I made earlier. Oh, I almost forgot. We need a zookeeper. I got her here. Another cool little thing to make is a mini botanical garden. I have made one here from the corner of a biscuit box. If we put in hinges on the sides here and here, we can add the trees of our choice. I made some trees from cardboard, painted it, let's stick it in. Nice. Let me add some leaves on the trees. And some grassy texture with these pencils. Grassy grass, grass, yeah, grassy, grassy, grassy. And these markers. Then we can add a little lake with water lilies right here. And some extra cute little trees. What else could we add to our park? A bridge? A sports arena? A farm? Why don't you go nuts and come up with all kinds of wild things that we can put into our park? Welcome to Box City. We are gonna build an entire city out of bits of cardboard. It's gonna be fun. It's simple and easy, and we can play with it. In this episode, we will make the office district with a complete office tower and coffee shop. Fun and easy. Hi everybody, and welcome to Box City. And our city is really starting to take shape, isn't it? Last time we even managed to build a zoo. The next part is the office district. And we're gonna start with an office building looking like this. It's open at the back so that we can put in people or furniture later. It's super simple to make. Just collect any type of little boxes and then try to combine them into different types of office buildings. Check this one, for example. That's a nice building, isn't it? Or how about this one? Ooh, cool. Or how about this really tall skyscraper? Wow, check this out. But for now, I'm just gonna go with a slightly smaller office building, and I'm gonna give it a touch of orange. Some of these boxes I have glued together myself, so that I get the exact size that I want. Check the first episode to see how I did it. When you have glued it all together, painted or cut out the windows, open the door, you can add in the floors. They look like this. Glue it in there, You may also want to decorate your building with paper, colored paint, or anything else that you fancy. Big buildings usually have a name. Mine is going to be called Megacorp Tower. What is your building going to be called? Then we need a parking house for bikes, cars, electrical bikes, or any kind of fantastical vehicles that is going to move through the city. We can really use any kind of little box that we find, cut out the windows, and add in the floors. Let me just cut out the last window. Like that. All we gotta figure out is how the cars can move up the floors. Now, how about adding these little strips like this and like that in a zigzag pattern right up to the top. And then we need the neon sign. A bit of glue, and on it goes. Now we need tiny little cars. I'm going to show you how in a later episode. Now we need to focus on the important thing, the coffee shop. You see, adults need a lot of coffee, in order to do their job right. So we need to give them a nice place to get it. I've cut off a piece of a toothpaste box. I have also cut off a piece of a toilet roll, and I have cut a piece of rounded cardboard. This is the base, these are the walls, and this is the roof. But before we glue them together, we need to do some cutting. We need to cut the roof open so that we can add it on. We also need to cut open a window in the walls, and here's a little trick to do that. When you are cutting in sensitive places, you can use an extra bit of cardboard to support what you're cutting so that you don't ruin your box. So here I go. One little cut this way, and across. Pop out the window. And we are ready to glue. And here I have one that is dry and painted in a tasty coffee brown color. And I have also mixed a mocha latte paint that we are going to use for the details. First, the stripes. And all coffee shops need a cute logo. Bit of glue. You see, now the office adults can work, then run to the coffee shop, coffee, then run back to work. That's the secret. Whew. Well, that was quite a job. Huh. Welcome to Box City. We are gonna build an entire city out of bits of cardboard. It's gonna be fun, it's simple and easy, and we can play with it. In this episode, we will make our house, our home, the place we're going to live. It's going to be cute and adorable and easy too. Hi everybody, look at this city. This is our place, our home. But where is our house? We need a house to live in. Time to build the residential district. This time we need a slightly larger box because this is the house that we are going to live in, so we need a lot of space. Then we cut it to the size that we need, shape the rooftop, and add an extra little rooftop on top like this. The next step is to cut out doors and windows. Here you also need to think about how high you want the floors. You see, the taller you make the windows, the taller you can make the floors, and the taller you can make the people. And now we are ready to put in the floors. And then let's have a look at the front of the house. You see here we can decorate with various bits of cardboard like this. For example, this strip can look great up here as a nice sort of edge. Let's glue them on. Just a bit of glue and on it goes. And guess where this piece goes? It goes here. What? It's already there. Wow, magic, yay! Now how about flower boxes? They really make houses look cute and adorable. We can easily make them from a couple of little strips of cardboard, one slimmer one and one slightly thicker one. You take the slim one, glue on top of the thicker one and cut it to the size that you need. Then you end up with flower boxes, and they are just like the hinges that we made in the earlier episodes. On the other side, I've painted them purple so that they are ready to be glued onto the house. Now, before we glue them up, let's draw and paint a little bit. Tiles on the roof, I just draw with a marker. Simple and easy, just like this. Just go nuts and draw the craziest tiles. Some white frames around the windows. And finally, the main color, purple. And here is one that is already dry and finished. And I have even started to glue on some of the hinges. Now, let's glue on the rest. Bit of glue on the thin stripe, and it goes on right underneath the window. Next one. And the inside. I got lots of hinges here, one for each window. Then we can put in curtains. I've also glued on a small one for the door sign and an even tinier one for the house number. Yeah, I tell you, pal, we can have a lot of fun with these hinges in the upcoming episodes. Right on top, I've made a cut for the chimney. And the chimney itself I have made like this. I've cut out 2 equal pieces of a chimney shape. Then I have cut 2 little strips like this. I have put 1 strip here, 1 strip here, glue them on, put this one on top, and glue them together and squeeze the chimney together down at the bottom so that you can stick in other pieces of cardboard like this. Then I've painted it gray. And before we put it all together, let me show you how to make the curtains. First, you take a piece of cardboard. You put it inside the house next to the window. Then you trace off the window, and you can also draw a bit of the older curtains. You take this one out. Then you nice up the drawing of the curtains a bit. And then we have to imagine that the curtains are going outside the window frame, a bit on the upper side, a bit on the sides, and a bit lower than the window frame, down to about here. And this is what the curtains will look like when they are cut out. Now we can paint them. So you paint them in any color that you fancy. Also paint them on the other side. And when you're done, the curtains can look like this. Also notice here that I have used a color pencil to mark the creases in the curtains as well. And check out all our lovely curtains, and they fit the sizes of the window, and I've made them all different with different patterns and different everything. And finally, we are ready to put it all together. The door sign, the house number, and look what I have! Surprise! It's the flowers for the flower boxes. Welcome to box city. We are gonna build an entire city out of bits of cardboard. It's gonna be fun. It's simple and easy, and we can play with it. In this episode, we will populate our city. We are gonna fill it up with people, with pets, with vehicles, with trees, everything we love. Hi everybody! Look at our city. It's a masterpiece, but something is missing. Can you see what it is? The people, the pets, the vehicles. We need to bring our city to life. Let's start with the bicycle people. I have drawn a few different here that can bike around our city. I start with 3 circles. Add head, arm, leg, and details on the bike. And finally the colors. Notice that I have also glued on a little chip of cardboard so that they can stand up. I take a little piece of cardboard. Then I put glue right underneath the character. I also make sure that I make a straight cut underneath so that the contact between the cutout and the little piece of cardboard is very good. Let it dry and it stands up. Then, what other types of people will you find in a city? Mothers with strollers. Dads with daughters. Yeah, if you want to become a great city architect, practice your drawing. Then you can create anything. Check out all the cool characters that I have drawn for our city. We have the policeman, we have the dad with daughter, we have, mother with stroller, we have a little guy here sitting like with his legs out, and his wife with the same legs out. We have the post lady, we have the crazy kindergarten twins, we have this funny little guy with the long neck, this guy, front, back. Sometimes I draw the back as well. That's up to you if you would like to have them covered on both sides like this. Then we have the very professional office lady, hey, a rollerblader, this cool funny girl here, and this fat guy sun tanning. Now sometimes I have a piece of cardboard so that it can stand up like this. Other times I don't, and that's why I have made this extra pair of legs, a little knob like this that I can put it into. So if I put him into here, he then sits up on his colorful Mexican blanket. And then you can see him from the back here. So let's put him here, and a little suntan lotion. And let's take the post lady. She also cannot stand up unless I give her a pair of extra support legs like this. I can put her in here. The point with this is so that I can take her out and put her into a different context that I will show you later. While these are a bit more static, this one is a bit more of a flexible solution. Now you can find all the cute places where you can put some people. Remember the shops. They need shopkeepers, of course. And what about the pets? Who wants to live without pets? Grab your pencils. Meow. Let's put in the pets. A cute little doggy, a cute little baby crab, a porcupine, a cow. We gotta have a cow. Nice, they match. Hey, another match. And here's how I do it. First I sketch, then I ink, then I paint, and then I cut it out. Now some people prefer to drive, like this girl. Then we can stuff her into this car. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. A bit higher up. Cool, isn't it? Let me show you how to make it. First I draw the car, paint it and cut it out. Then I take another little piece of cardboard. I flip the car like this, facing the opposite direction, and then I draw the outline. Once I have that, I draw the car mirror image. ink it in, paint it and cut it out. So now we have two cars facing each other. So if we put them together, we get one car with two sides. Then we need to make a little gap in between so that we can stick in the driver. For that we need two little pieces of cardboard, glue one here and one here, some extra glue on top there, smack this one on top, and when it's dry, you can put the driver in between. Woohoo! Now to make it stand up, we need a piece of cardboard, a small piece of cardboard, little bit of glue underneath, hold it down for a little while. There. Now to make it extra funny, you can have different facial expression. Happy here and scared here. And when we have cars, we need roads. Those I just cut out of black paper and then put them into the city. Oh, and check out these other cool cars that I've made. Oh, check this one. Sports car. And you can flip, and there's another color on the back. Here's a school bus. Here's another sort of little electrical car. The post van, painted on both sides. Sometimes I paint on both sides, other times it's one side and then nothing here. Depends how much time you have to paint the cars. And check this one, finally a real police car. Don't drive too fast! But that's not so easy when you have a fancy sports car. Let's at least try to regulate the traffic with some traffic signs. Our city is also a green city. Here's something that will improve the environment. Trees! Oh, that makes the city so much nicer. And in between the trees, we find two friends and their pet bunny. They live in the neighborhood and often play in the park.
Buxton Sports! Totally awesome! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa!
Look at my city, isn't it great? Well, folks, that's all I have time for now. Wilma needs her lunch. Come, Wilma. Lunchtime. Come. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Box City Halloween Special. In the previous episode, I made two little friends, a boy and a girl, and their pet bunny. And since it's Halloween, I have made them costumes so that they can go trick-or-treating. Let's put them on. Yeah, cute little devil. Oh, ho, ho, scary black ghost. And pumpkin bunny. I know that they are planning to visit this very house soon. Usually they get lots of candy. Now, why don't we give them a little surprise? I myself have been pranked many times, like in this video. You're stuck. Now I'm the one to prank. Let's change this pretty house with a pumpkin house. And instead of this guy opening the door, some new guys have moved in. Let me show you how I made it. I start with a basic house as I have shown you in a previous episode. Then we cut out the windows and doors. There. Then I painted orange all over like a huge pumpkin. Then I've made a pumpkin stalk like this. Then let's glue them on. Then we draw on the pumpkin stripes. I'm using a colored pencil. I'm starting in the middle with a straight line, straight down. And then we paint in the lines with some brown paint. Then when it's dry, we add some shading along the lines. Brings out the three-dimensional effect of the shape of the pumpkin. And then a lighter orange in the middle to bring out the highlights, you know, to get the real three-dimensionality in there. Oh no, they're coming! Oh, and here's how I drew the monsters. Quickly, grab your pencils. Monsters are easy to draw. You just gotta keep them simple. So let's take this swamp thing, for instance. I can just draw a sort of a simple shape like this. Scary eyes. Nose is just two little dots. And then basically a mouth going down like this. And then we make it a bit zigzaggy so that it's more scary, and some, you know, swampy things coming down. And that's all you really need. And then you have this ghost-like thingy. It's just a sort of a shape, very simple shape coming down like that. Two little dots for eyes, simple mouth like this, and then simple arms with some claws at the end, and that's it. Then you have Skull Man, and he's just a huge skull. A skull you can draw like this, the teeth here, and then the lower jaw, same sort of evil eyebrows, and the little nose. Then a whole bunch of ribs, rib cage, shoulder joints, elbow, and hands. And then the same thing on this side. And then I just inked them in. Oh no, they're getting closer. Better hurry up. Then we add some color. Let me put some color on the swamp thing. Bright green. And some strawberry sauce around the mouth of the ghost. Yeah, I've been dripping a bit there. And then I cut them out and put on little cardboard chips at the end so that they can stand up. Quickly, let's hide before they come.